Most people in their 20s are not doing anything obviously wrong. They're going to work. They're paying their bills. They're maybe putting a little aside each month. They're being responsible by every visible measure. And they're still going to end up behind. Not because of a bad investment, not because of a financial disaster, because of nothing. Because of the years they spent waiting to feel ready before they started. Here is what that nothing actually costs you. If you invest $300 a month starting at 22 at a 10% average annual return, you have approximately $1,060,000 by age 62. If you wait until 32 to start the exact same $300 a month at the exact same return, you have approximately $380,000 by age 62. Same discipline, same amount, same return. 10 years of delay costs you $680,000. That is not a rounding error. That is a retirement. And here is the part that makes it worse. The $680,000 gap does not come from the $36,000 in contributions you missed over those 10 years. It comes from the compounding that never started. The growth on the growth on the growth that had nowhere to begin. You are not just losing the years, you are losing everything those years were supposed to build. If this is the kind of content that actually runs the numbers for you, hit subscribe and drop a like. New videos every week, and every single one of them is built around math, not opinions. Your 20s are not just another decade. They are the only decade where time does the majority of the work for you. After 30, you have to contribute more to get the same result. After 40, significantly more. After 50, the math starts working against you no matter how aggressively you save. This is not about being dramatic. This is just how compounding works. The returns in year 30 are not built on what you contributed in year 30. They are built on everything that came before it, which means every year you wait is not just a year of missed growth. It is a year of missed growth on every year that follows. The question is not whether you can afford to start. The question is whether you can afford not to. If you are carrying a credit card balance at 20% interest, that debt is not just costing you money. It is guaranteeing a negative return on every dollar you own. No index fund, no stock, no investment of any kind reliably returns 20% annually. Paying off a 20% interest debt is the equivalent of a guaranteed 20% return. That does not exist anywhere else in personal finance. Any debt above 7% interest gets paid off aggressively before you invest a single dollar beyond your employer match. Credit cards, personal loans, high-interest student debt. Eliminate them in order from highest interest rate to lowest. Every dollar you put toward a 22% credit card balance is the best investment you will ever make. And do not let anyone tell you to invest while carrying high-interest debt. If your credit card charges 22% and your index fund returns 10%, you are losing 12% on every dollar you invest instead of using it to clear the balance. The debt has to go first. Before you invest a single dollar, you need 1 month of essential expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account, not 6 months, not a full emergency fund. Just 1 month as a starting floor. Without that buffer, one unexpected bill, a car repair, a medical expense, a gap between jobs, forces you to stop investing, pull money out early, or go back into debt. Any of those 3 outcomes costs you more than the interest you would have earned by investing instead. The emergency fund is not a sacrifice. It is the foundation that keeps every other move from falling apart. A high-yield savings account currently pays between 4 and 5% annually. Your safety net is not sitting idle. It is earning while it waits. If your employer offers a 401k match and you are not capturing all of it, you are turning down part of your salary. That is the only accurate way to describe it. A 100% match on the first 3% of your contributions is a 100% return on that money before it touches a single investment. There is no investment on earth with a guaranteed 100% return. Log into your HR portal this week, find your employer's exact match formula. Contribute exactly enough to capture every dollar of it, not a dollar less. The average employer match is worth $1,000 to $3,000 per year depending on your salary. Over 35 years at 10% average growth, even $1,500 per year in uncaptured match grows to approximately $400,000 you left on the table for no reason at all. The Roth IRA is the most powerful account available to someone in their 20s. Most people in their 20s have never opened one. The money you contribute is taxed now at your current rate. Everything it grows into, every dollar of compounding over the next 40 years, comes out in retirement completely tax-free. When you are in your 20s, you are almost certainly in the lowest tax bracket you will ever be in. You are paying tax on your contributions at the cheapest possible rate and then never paying tax on the growth again. Ever. If you contribute $500 a month from age 22 to age 62 at a 10% average annual return, that account grows to approximately $2,650,000. All of it tax-free. You contributed $240,000 over those 40 years. The other $2,400,000 is pure compounding, completely sheltered from tax. The 2024 contribution limit is $7,000 per year. If you cannot max it, contribute what you can. Even $100 a month started at 22 becomes approximately $530,000 by age 62. Open the account first. Fund it with whatever you have. Increase contributions every time your income grows. Once your high-interest debt is cleared, your buffer is in place, your employer match is fully captured, and your Roth IRA is funded, every additional dollar you can invest goes into a total market index fund. Not individual stocks, not cryptocurrency, not your coworker's startup. A total market index fund gives you ownership across thousands of companies at once. When one fails, the others carry it. When the economy expands, you expand with it. The average annual return of the US stock market over the last 50 years is approximately 10% before inflation. No hedge fund manager has consistently beaten that over the long term. Most do not come close, the ones who do charge fees that quietly erase the difference. You invest every month. You do not check it daily. You do not sell when it drops. You ignore the headlines. You let time do what time does. Here is something most finance content skips. The order of these moves matters more than the amount. $500 a month applied in the wrong sequence, funding investments while carrying a 24% credit card balance, will produce a worse 10-year outcome than $200 a month applied in the right sequence. High-interest debt first, emergency buffer second, employer match third, Roth IRA fourth, index fund fifth. That order is not arbitrary. Each move removes a financial vulnerability that would otherwise destroy the move above it. Skip the sequence and the whole system leaks. If you have student loans, here is the answer. Federal student loans at 4 to 6% interest do not need to be eliminated before you invest. That rate is low enough that compound growth on your investments will outpace the cost of the debt over time. Make your minimum payments. Do not let the loans freeze you. Handle them in parallel with everything else. If you think you do not earn enough for this to matter, run the numbers on $100 a month started at 22. At 10% average annual return, that is approximately $530,000 by age 62. The amount matters far less than the start date. A small number invested early beats a large number invested late in almost every scenario. And if you are 28 or 29 and already feeling behind, you are not. But you are later than you were last year. And every month you spend thinking about starting instead of actually starting is a month of compounding you will never recover. This is not about perfecting a strategy. It is about starting one. You do not need to optimize. You do not need to wait until you earn more, pay off everything, or feel confident. You need to open the account, make the first contribution, and let the math begin. The people who retire with real wealth are not the ones who found the perfect system at 24. They are the ones who started an imperfect one early and refused to stop. The window is open right now. It will not stay open forever. And the most expensive financial decision you will ever make is the one you keep putting off until next month. If this is the kind of content that actually runs the numbers for you, hit subscribe and drop a like.